You didn't take positions. You're like, great, this, that. Those are nice, like valuable, positive, listening, all that's great. But if you do run, you have to say if you're pro this or anti this. If you run, you have to be, we're doing this or we're not doing this. If you run, there's a thought of, dude, I don't want to effing mess with that at all. That's exactly why I don't ever want to get into politics. Because it's very different than Rocky sucks, Rocky sucks. Now it's like, no, Rocky is, I used to like him. He's the worst human being in the world. Do you really want to go through that? Like, does that thought in my mind, I don't ever want to touch that. Do you ever go there?
Yeah, you think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Of course. Because that kind of energy, that's a cesspool. And it's hard for people to navigate through. It's hard for us to watch it on TV. It's hard for us to absorb the news. It's hard for anybody to be in that, especially politicians or not. So you think about that, I think about it. But at the end of the day, there's two things that I'll say here. And I want to double down on it because it is the undeniable truth, which is I've got an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, and school drop-offs and pickups are so important to me, and being daddy is important. And I also have a 22-year-old daughter. And I like to say we grew up together because I had her when I was in my late 20s, and where I was on the go, pro wrestling, wrestling 250 dates a year for years. So I missed out 250 dates a year for years, different city every night. It was a brutal schedule. This is why we all get divorced in pro wrestling. So I missed out on a lot of her childhood. And I know what it's like to have a job that takes you away. And I do believe that president, that job will take me away. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. Of course, there were presidents in the past who had little kids, of course. But when they're 8 and 6, and I'm the male figure that they're going to compare other men to the rest of their life, this critical time, I'm home with them. That's the most important thing.